where we will see DR Congo taking on Zambia. Very, very interesting. I want us to break these matches. So we begin with Morocco taking on Tanzania. Very, very big fixture that we have for the day. Our neighbors, Tanzania, they will be taking on Morocco. Teams that know each other very well. Remember, in the last 1 year, they played each other almost 3 times. So let's take a look at their head-to-head between these two teams. They have played 3 times. Morocco has won twice. Tanzania has won once, and they have no draws. So let's take a look at the players to watch out for when you talk about Morocco. Cedric Musumba, I want you to run through this briefly. What are you expecting from these players?
They are carrying the face of World Cup. I think the face that represented World Cup to where African has really been yearning to. Semi-final World Cup, actually.
They're actually the favorites for this tournament.
And this face, at some points, and that's my own opinion, at some point might not be compared to what we saw in World Cup, given that the form that they were in World Cup has not the same form that this player has been presenting in their club. Like their goalkeeper Bono, currently is not with Sevilla, is trading in Saudi Arabia. If you go in Yusuf El Nesri, who would actually launch on all of those aerial ball and give them goal, he's not in the same form in Sevilla. And right now, even he has gone for so many matches without even scoring. Hakim Ziyech, you can see PSG actually is not really at the same level PSG should be competing with the likes of Man City in UEFA. Amrabat, similarly, you know, this player, as just I told you, Robbie, they are not of the same form we saw in World Cup. Amrabat, you can as well tell you are a Manchester United fan, and you can say that Amrabat has not bringing the value that he was hired for at Manchester United. What you saw Amrabat doing in World Cup, you know, the same thing he's doing at Manchester United. Also, given that he has had some injury here and there, it can have worked on his maybe form, but maybe Morocco being a team that has been together for so long, they can go along and grind some point, and maybe, who knows, maybe go and clinch that particular.
For Tanzania, the players to watch, you cannot leave out Simon Msuva, you have Haji Mnoga, and Mbwana Samata. Briefly, Cedric, what are you expecting from Mbwana Samata, currently playing in Greece?
You know, I think what Mbwana Samata should be doing for this Tanzanian team, because I know everyone, even including Moroccan player, they will be actually be walking around him and denying him some space, knowing that maybe he's the only danger zone. But quietly, and what I love about a team that has got so local, many local playing into their league, these are their unknown. Moroccans, they don't know this kind of player, the likes of Simon Msuma and Haji Mnoga.
He's 21 years of age.
These are kind of players who can really bring in and give you some points, because they will have so much acreage of land to walk around. People will not actually be marking them. They will also be focusing on Samata, and mark you. Doing so, they will be creating some walking in spaces for them to get ball and maybe score.
Yes, the other fixture, of course, that is DR Congo versus Zambia. For DR Congo and Zambia, I want us to quickly run through the head-to-head between these sides. Remember, they've met 12 times. DR Congo has won 6, Zambia has won 4, they've drawn twice. Now, aside from that, we take a look at the DR Congo players to watch for Cedric. Briefly, we have Fiston Mayele, the most informed striker that we have in Africa at the moment, who plays in Africa. And then you have Yohan Wissa and Chancel Mbemba. Briefly, run through that.
Robbie, you ask me, I will bet actually for you to spare time for this particular battle.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
Yeah, for the day. Simply because these are teams that are really representing equal magnitude if it comes to the kind of the player that they are presenting. Fiston Mayele, you currently see he's on form. Currently, he's doing actually whatever anyone would ask him to be doing. And I think that form translated to the national team, they should be asking him to go and bag goals for the
He's been bagging goals for them in the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes, but now he's in a tournament that he really needed to go a notch higher and even bring more goals where required for. Wissa, we know what he's actually doing at Brentford. And again, having played for so much that and all the intensive league that is also rated in the EPL, he need actually to combine on well and bring that forward line attacking and threatening progressivity that is required from him, if at all bringing some goals to DRC. Although Zambians will not be sleeping to allow him to do such in that particular
Players to watch for Zambia, you cannot miss the likes of Stopila Sunzu, Patson Daka, the Leicester City man, and Fashion Sakala. Remember, he's playing currently in Saudi Arabia. So, Cedric, as we wind up, DR Congo versus Zambia, who's winning?
Why are we not talking about? Okay,